hours base. You get following Molly 727, 1 o'clock, 6 miles right base. Alright, we got him inside, we're still in fact 170, cover 504. Copy 504, follow traffic, clear visual approach, runway 4 right, maintain 17 down on supply mile final. Alright, 170 till 5 out, and clear for visual 4 right, cover 504. Copy 724, maintain 17 down on supply mile final, contact Boston Tower 132.22. 32, 22, and maintain.
Hello, traders, welcome to the stream. It's just a Wednesday and another day of just kind of flat price action for Bitcoin, but the good news, I guess, is it did hit a low of 42,220.
Is that a joint?
And some bids came in, and so that was just another test of the demand line that goes back to late October. And that means that buyers once again have defended the level. As you can see, its validity, it's so real. So I think that's good, but not good enough. I mean, you know, you pivot, you got to see finally some green candles, and the target is easily 44.4 from here. There's just not been enough demand, only enough demand to keep the price propped up above the inflection point, the ice line from history, and the demand line since late October. Not enough demand to see the price rally to the next reasonable level above 42K, which again, 44.4 to 45.5, that's it. So patiently awaiting resolution, because the event of the bullish back test has occurred, as you can seriously see it on the 4 hour right here on the big screen, or the small screen, the action screen. I don't know, it's just a screen above my head that just pretty much always has Bitcoin there, because we have some Bitcoin fiends in here that just are obsessed and need to see it at all times. So yeah, cautious optimism when the buyers are holding the levels up that are so important. Ethereum had a a more significant pullback than Bitcoin did today. Just correcting furthermore, I don't know. I mean, on the 4 hour, it looked a little worse than the daily. Just kind of whipsawing the price action, still holding up, you know, still very elevated after 2,600 was achieved. And I think you were still kind of flipping coins here. All right, there's times to take action, to set up entries, stop losses strategically with max upside. And then there are other times, the highest majority of time, where it is just a coin flip at all times, right? So it's a rarity to find opportunity on a chart at any given time. It's rare. That's why you have the ability to scan through thousands of charts if you truly wanted to find that opportunity. And last time there was like the realest of real, easy T-ball setup for risk management. It was late November. And then you went through just this gauntlet of chop for a month after, and then finally the breakout again. and you're just back to coin flips. Like easily you could see Ethereum, you know, meander on down to 2400 for a bullish back test just as easily as there's so much demand that they're going to go test the supply line around 27+100 again. I mean, that's where you are, unfortunately. But the good news is the trend is your friend, as you can see conceptualized with this major channel. You're just near the overbought threshold of this channel, which is the supply line, the top trend line. But overhead resistance, literally nothing until $2,900 to $3,000. So that's the best case scenario. Okay, that's Ethereum. That's the update. Let's go to, I guess BNB or X. I don't even know anymore. What is the next? What is the order now? Because, you know, Sol jumped XRP, but then XRP kind of, I don't know. We'll look at XRP just real quick. You know, lowest daily candle close confirmed really since like January 9th or January 7th. Just the buyers are unable to breach this 200-day simple moving average, which is kind of garbage. They're unwilling to break 58.5 cents. The longer this stands like this, I think the greater the chance is you end up seeing some sort of second test, which would be unbelievably good. Always looking for confirmation lows. Always, man. But this can't really happen. I don't think this can happen if buyers keep defending these levels here on Bitcoin. And we see look, man, the sellers try and they try and they try and they try, and then they keep failing, and then the sellers just relent and the buyers reassume control of the asset, at least until they run it to a level where there could be overwhelming supply again, which I think is like 44.444. Repeating, of course. All right. But yeah, nevertheless, I mean, XRP still looks grand with that M shape, that Gartley with a 1414 confluent with a 786. It's beautiful. It really is a work of art. It just you may get a type 2 return here, so understand that. And then that's some pretty good timing on maybe moving to the next asset, which is Sol, which did something phenomenal, like kind of the story of the day if we're talking about higher market cap coins. A confirmed bullish breakout of the channel it had been confined in since Christmas Day. Well, that's when it peaked out, hitting a resistance and holding this 89.50 level. Oops, hold on. How am I gonna grab this, man? I can't grab it. Gosh dang it. I've got duplicated trend lines here. Hold on. But that's a big deal, because that right there could easily turn into a test of 125, 130 again. Easily. So bullish breakout confirmed. So Jesus chimes for Sol, where it wasn't really looking good, but then new data came in, I don't know, about a week ago. And the buyers just defended this level. I'll show you 89.54 what it is. It's this candle low close from January of 2022. That's it. It's a zone between $80 and $90. And there was just so much demand, as you can see, testing, and the candle closes were happening at, and reversals were happening at that level. And then one more test. And then it starts really looking good 12-hour and lower. Like where you had the shark completed. And then it just was like, man, what happened? Bearish 5.0, I guess, right here. Just a test of the supply line. There was just far too much supply on the 14th, but they kept it going. And then you had the real breakout yesterday. And look what just happened. My God, they back tested it as support. Of course, if they can't really break this 105 to 107 level, it could just end up being like a confirmation high in a correction still. So you can't expect anything here. I mean, it's a great breakout and back test of breakout, but win higher high. You got to get the higher highs. And then I think it would be probably pretty easy to see 124, 130. A 4-hour, something you just never see it really. It's insane. Hold on a sec, this is a little off. Yeah, right there. Like the breakout on the 4, the back test look at the 200 simple moving average, but then you look at the 50 and the 20 here, and I very seldom do this. Look how all of the moving averages at the same, all right, so the buyers breached the supply line and back tested it, but at the same time of breaking the supply line, they are back testing formally all the moving averages that are all bunched up, converged together, and now the price of SOL is trading above the moving average, all the moving averages above the supply line. It just looks phenomenal, but again, like just because it looks phenomenal now, you got to get the follow through. So you got a high on the 4 hour from the 14th, you're rivaling that right now. So if you're a SOL buyer owner, you do not want to see a major reversal here, because then it is a confirmed high. These two highs being lower than the high from just January 11th, rivaling January 9th's high, lower than the high from January 4th, definitely lower than the high from January 2nd. So you cannot confirm a high here. You do not want to double top on the 4 hour at 103 or pretty much 103. So that's the thing to look out for. It looks great for, maybe the trend's your friend. It's stupidly your friend. It's like your best friend, right, on this one. And this is a correction. This lasted about 3 weeks, and it seems like they're trying to conclude the correction with a resumption of the overwhelming trend, which is bullish. So I'm hoping we can see a break above 103. Really, I think like 105 to 107's it. Okay, that's your SOL. SOL. Okay, doing similar stuff to what the S&P and the NASDAQ did, making these 3 lower highs, and it's like all man classic distribution, but then, there just wasn't enough selling pressure to keep the price, to keep the trend continuing. It was just a correction. So, all right, I'll just have some alerts set up if we're here in the highs of the day, because that's good. Y'all talking about ad block. Okay, remember, I told y'all yesterday, if you're watching today and you didn't watch yesterday, yeah, YouTube is throttling people, almost like malware. They're malwaring people that use ad block, but it's a very simple workaround for now until it changes. Keep this secret between us. You would uninstall ad block and install another app called U block, like the letter U, block. And when you do that, the YouTube Nazis have not done the same. They have not done anything in correlation to uBlock yet. So for now, you can have no ads and, peruse YouTube unmolested, because that's what they are doing to you now if you use ad block. So go ahead, check it out. I'm telling you, it's tried and true. I use it right now. I was unable to actually use YouTube for a couple days because of this issue before it became public. So, all right, so that's your SOL. Let's go back to Daily Man. Let's head on over to BNB, check it out. Still just elevated. Only 2 highs that are lower than the previous high for now. Not really, any opportunity for a long that I see. No way to set up an entry strategically with a stop loss. So, okay, you're just at 308.50. All right, just ping pong in between 2 key levels, and that's all there is to it. No BNB comment.
Well, no, it's not ugly. It's just, it's unique.
Yep, unique BNB. Good one, dude. Thank you. All right. Again, there's not much to look at. So one that we should look at, I think, just is DYDX. This is the making of legends. Okay. This is like, in my opinion, I mean, the way it's structurally set up right now, it looks like the best asset in the world, technically. Identifying Wyckoff accumulation, 3 rising valleys, a confirmed backup, broken back out of the trading range that was established back in July of 2022. You might get a check back at 270 or whatever. I think you already did, but To me, this is one that looks better than everything in the world. Completed harmonic, then 3 rising valleys, above the moving averages. In fact, back testing the 200-day moving average support above all the major resistances of the trading range. I know you're not at the harmonic yet, but anything with 273 is green pastures, blue skies. You're out of the woods, in my opinion. And I think that long enough, staying above 273, the price would eventually propagate to 440 and then eventually 714, 715 overhead resistance back from April 2022. So,
Well, now it's not ugly. It's just, it's unique.
okay. Understandable, dude. Thank you. That's right, Joseph. Correct. So, just all I can do is, hey man, I'm live streaming and like we're looking at it and I'm just showing you what you're going to look for the rest of your life when you are looking for opportunities on a chart. If you were able to identify this exact same setup anywhere in any moment in time, you're onto something. All right, lately, since at least June, like in the past 7 months, it does look similar to what Coinbase looked like before it went berserk. And of course, it's corrected violently. All right, whatever, dude. So you are right here, in my opinion. DYDX is right here, November 8th on Coinbase. Broken back out of the, main part of the range after the confirmed backup. And that happens to be your third valley. And what do you know about the third valley? Normally resolution comes, whether it fails miserably or plays out to the upside. Resolution normally after that third occurrence. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm just saying it's like, maybe there's not an M shape here per se, but that just means that I think DYDX is kind of a little better than Coin because you got the M shape. Yeah, Unibot had to pull back, whatever. So, okay, coin down 0.9% after hours. And just corrected, man. It's waves up, waves down. Hopefully, the wave down will, you'll conclude the correction substantially higher than $17, and you'll probably run again because maybe the trend has reversed. Composite man accumulated his position for a long period of time here. Okay. If you want to, since everyone I guess just kind of lost their freaking mind because and I don't know, just everyone got really sick because of the Bitcoin ETF, and now it's over. Everyone just oh, that was it. Okay, bye. See you in a year or two. All right, well here's the outcome of your vomit, whatever. Here's ARC B, Kathy Woods. Okay, cool. FBDC, okay, cool. Lowest candle close ever. BTCW, lowest close ever. BTCO, lowest close ever. HODL, lowest close ever. Well, GBDC, whatever. It's actually fine. It's fine. BitB, lowest close ever. DeFi, lowest close since December 29th. Lowest close of 2024 or whatever. IBIT, lowest close ever. Burr, lowest close ever. Congratulations. Wow. Fantastic, man. We were at TRB. It was up 20+% today. Congratulations on this, too. This is what I'm talking about. It's a trend that's well established. You had some insane stuff happening around New Year's where it went up to $500+, then crashed to 117, and now it's at 187. And what's 150? Well. It's a level. I mean, it's the May of 2021 open reversal area, and I'll plot that right there, that wick high, so you can let there be no doubt about the zone. But it's above the candle open, which is great. Okay. You get back above 169, say 170. See you back up at 264, probably effortlessly. All that's happened is your highest low correction of the entire uptrend occurred between between January 3rd really to January 15th, and now you're probably going to run again. So have your alerts set up above 170. You hear the beep, that's a major breakout occurring. So, oh, the miners are destroyed, dude. Yeah, crypto miners. I mean, if you want to look at them, bye. SDIG, CY trading plan is real. Target 1, target 2, exit, and it's gone. And now you're very close to the entry of the trade setup. Just posted in late November. Oops, BTBT, lowest daily close since late November, below the 200-day moving average. Major correction, you know, from the top. Very bad, boys. Down 50% in about 3 weeks. HUT destroyed, rivaling its price from mid-December after hitting a resistance, very real, 1827, down 50% in 3 weeks. Mara, down 50% in 3 weeks, I would imagine. From the highest high to 46%. CleanSpark, same thing, destroyed. But, I mean, kind of makes sense where it's destroyed too, right? Hits the resistance like the Jesus, man. Like, you can't even make this up. And now it's at this other level that's very real. And I'll plot a little zone here, so you can see it. Okay, hopefully they defend it. Resistance, support, maybe support again. Pray to God. What's happening is, right, these ETFs, I don't know, people are just taking profit